Hi Scorpios, this is your energy reading for May 4th through the 8th. I will be getting clarity on a situation you'll be dealing with that week, and then afterwards I'll get some advice from your guides. To start off, the overall energy is the Hermit. So you're doing a lot of introspection, possibly rethinking a situation or your actions in a situation. For the recent past, you have the World card, the Five of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. You received some exciting news after losing out on an opportunity through stagnation, and that led to you connecting with someone, possibly someone you care about. For the immediate future, you have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Eight of Cups. So you are transforming how you're dealing with the situation. You're trying to bring it into just waiting on possibly bad news regarding a new home or community, so you can start moving towards a new direction. For the outcome, immediate outcome, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Strength card. You want to be honest and really blunt about your financial stability in a situation, so you can hopefully focus on making positive changes that will lead to you having a stronger position. I went ahead and pulled some clarification cards to get a clearer picture of what's going on underneath. For the overall energy, the Hermit, you have the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So this rethinking how you want to proceed is regarding the new home or community. And this is after you possibly either provided or you received some type of new information about the expectations of the situation. For the recent past, for the World card, you have the Fool, the Hangman, and the Strength. So you were not moving forward with something regarding your strength, your show of power. After surrendering to a lack of commitment, you weren't ready to commit. For the Page of Wands, you have the Six of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. So this exciting news you received is concerning your financial hardships that you've been dealing with. After making a poor financial decision regarding a cancellation or a decision you weren't able to move away from or walk away from or move on from. For the King of Cups, you have the Tower, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you're connecting with this person regarding work, maybe like as teamwork, so that you can focus on or remain in control of possible unexpected changes. For the immediate future, for the Ten of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So this new home or community is revolving your job or work, or maybe even your business. This is after or because you want to connect with the King of Cups. So this might be the person you were recently dealing with, so that you can connect with them for the initial stages or the early stages of a project. For the Death card, you have the Magician, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. You're hoping by this like transformation of how you're handling the situation, you're hoping it'll bring it into your worries. By connecting with someone, this person is coming across as maybe a nurturing type of person, maybe even smothering at times, and not feeling really supportive, not really a supportive person. But you're trying to connect with them regarding another connection. This is come across as the Magician, so this is someone that's a jack of all trades or some type of entertainer, possibly. And for the Eight of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So this new direction, you're moving to a new direction. It's revolving a new connection, the King of Pentacles. Someone that's coming across as more established, more business-minded, or maybe a provider type. And you're wanting to move in that direction because you weren't able to find support or enough support for wish fulfillment. For the immediate outcome, for the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Six of Cups, the Chariot, and the Four of Cups. So you're wanting to be honest and blunt about your financial stability because of some type of rejection. Because you're trying to overcome the challenges regarding a past situation. For the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon. So you're trying to make positive changes by revealing the truth of the situation. Because you lost your financial stability through some type of shady behavior. For the Strength card, you have the Page of Cups, the Justice, and the Knight of Wands. So you're wanting to find your strength and being in a stronger position regarding some type of relocation. And you're going to do this by telling the truth and being honest, so that you can please others, make others happy. Now let's see what your guides have to say. Any advice for the Scorpios watching? Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Crossing bridges is a way to let go of the past and begin a new cycle in life. A heartfelt change is ahead. It's time for healing old wounds with people and situations. It's time to forgive and let go of the past. Do whatever you need to do to make amends and then let it all go. If there is anything unresolved in your life, take steps to restore and reconcile. You may even need to burn your bridges behind you. Heal the rifts within yourself. Help others traverse bridges in their life. When the traveler crosses a bridge, a new land awaits on the other side. You are ready to cross a bridge or bridge a gap in your life. There are times to step away from certain people and situations. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places, and then go forward. This is one of those powerful healing times to choose. Maybe there is a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Transform the inner grievance. Forgive, let it go, do it now. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there's a person from your past with whom you should reconnect or release completely. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. And that is the end for this Scorpio reading, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.